Greetings to all. I am going to share the case study of inserting the team into competition or not. In his new position of Hathway Manufacturing, one of the first things Sandy Caldwell wanted to improve productivity through the teamwork at every level of film. In Sandy started by instilling the concept of team management at the highest level to oversee the operation entire plant. The new management consists of this manufacturing, distribution, planning and technical and human resource plant manager. In together they developed a new vision for a 500 employees facility which they expressed in the simple class excellence together. They drafted a new mission statement for the film that focused on becoming customer driven based and that called upon employees to raise their level of commitment and being act as owners of the film. The plan worked well and Sandy was happy to see his idea of workforce of owner being to take shape in the technique of 360-degree feedback in which an employee performance evaluation is obtained supervisor, subordinates, peers and internal or external customer. In Sandy decided change one more things. Hathway long-standing policy has been to give employees that the same annual pay increase. After consulting with CEO Regina and Sandy sent to the memo all employees announcing the change to team based pay performance. The reaction was immediate, 100% negative. None of the employees was happy with the change. Among their complaints to stood out. No one was comfortable with the idea that pay raise might be linked to colleague rating each other 360-degree appraisal. Second, the change decided upon and the way announced put the film commitment to team effort in doubt and simply put the employee felt out the decision process. Mr. Jeevan, you can proceed.
Greetings to all. Now coming into the objectives of why we are conducting this study. We want to evaluate, does the pay for performance plan seems like a good idea? Why or why not? What mistakes did they make in adopting and communicating the new salary plan? How might Sandy have approached the major compensation changes a little differently? Next we want to think about a policy regarding balancing personal and work life for the company's employees. If you are saying it in other words, besides financial compensation, insurance and retirement, what other benefits do we can suggest so that the hardware manufacturing can be less upset? We want to think about from an OB perspective, which outcomes will Sandy have to expect from dissatisfied employees? We want to list them out. Then we want to find out the challenges and opportunities that managers like Sandy might face during their managerial job. To answer this, for the first question, does the pay for performance plan seems like a good idea? If you look into that, we come across the new pay for performance plan implemented by joint decision by Sandy Caldwell created a lot of discussion and dissatisfactions in hardware manufacturing. According to this new pay system, teams were to pay on the basis of their outstanding performance. There was mainly two reasons for the disapproval. Firstly, the employees feels that since there is 360-degree feedback system, each one will be involved in other results. Here are the questions of fairness and partiality as clear as water. Secondly, the decision about the change in pay system was decided by HR manager and CEO along with consulting the employees, so that raised the question on team-oriented management system of the company. Hence, the new payroll system for performance doesn't seem good. In his new position at hardware manufacturing, one of the first things Sandy Caldwell wanted to do was improve productivity through teamwork at every level of the firm. Sandy started by installing the concept of team management at the highest level to oversee the operations of the entire plant. The new management team was consisted of manufacturing, distribution, planning, technical and human resource planning managers. Together they developed a new vision for the 500 employees faculty, which they expressed in the simple phrase excellence together. They drafted a new mission statement for the firm that focused on becoming customer driven and team based, and that called upon employees to raise their level of commitment and begin as owners of the firm. The plan worked well, and Sandy was happy to see his idea of workforce of together begin to take shape. Teams trained together, developed production plans, and embraced the technique of 360-degree feedback, in which an employee's performance evaluation is obtained from supervisors, subordinates, peers, and internal and external customers. Performance and morale improved, and productivity began to tick upward, all based on the teamwork. Sandy decided to change one more thing. Hathway's long-standing policies had been to give all employees the same annual pay increase, but Sandy felt that in the new team environment, outstanding performance should be criterion for pay rises. After consulting with CEO Regina, Sandy sent a memo to all the employees announcing the change to team-based pay for performance. The reaction was immediately and 100% negative. None of the employees was happy with the change, and among their complaints, two stood out. First, no one was comfortable with the idea that pay rises might be linked to colleague rating each other. Secondly, the change was decided upon and the way it was announced put the firm's commitment to team effort in doubt. Simply put, employees felt left out of the decision process.
So my point is Sandy made a mistake to decide that Hathway manufacturing policies had been to give all employees the same annual pay increases. So Sandy made a mistake to didn't give suggestions to an employees. So in my point is Sandy and Regina had taken the decisions a new pay for performance plan in order to enhance the team performance and their coordinations. So they are huge mistake, but they neither involving employees in decision, neither making nor taking their suggestions before implementation the plan. So firstly, they need to apologize the employees and more their real intentions and favorable employees development. Secondly, they need to ensure there won't any kind of unfairness regarding the feedback, and they can even for strict rules and punishment for dishonest feedback.
As we all know, every manager has to inform their employees and take their valuable advice before taking any decisions in the organization. According to this case study, Hathway Manufacturing, their team orientation culture was being practiced in the organization, but Sandy did a great mistake by ignoring their employees. While taking a decision, it should have communicated with the employees to know their opinion and suggestion for any improvement they want in their salary plan. Then it should present it as a proposal, and it could have been given him a chance to explain his good intention and purpose for it. Even if an employee could have presented their doubt in that moment, if this whole situation was handled by the Sandy in this way, the situation could not have turned out wrong.
With understanding that, let me ask you a question. If the team orientation culture benefited the Hathway organizations?
No, it not benefited the organization. If it has benefited means the manager has to discuss with the employees before taking any decisions in the organization. They did not then in this case.
So there is a problem arises between the managers and the employees as the managers didn't discuss anything with the employees. That is why it is not effectively carried out in Hartley manufacturing.
The intention and the purpose for it was good intention, but the conveying method was changed. They conveyed it like anything, but for going in the right way, it went opposite.
That is correct. It want to be properly communicated.
There was a miscommunication between the employees and the management.
Start.
Point out the challenges of opportunities that managers like Sandy might face in doing their managerial job. The new pay plan said that the incremental depends on performance while according to company rules. Performance evaluation depends upon 360-degree feedback. So eventually on employees' pay, increment depends on all other input. In my opinion, this system is very disapproving. There are a lot of chances for arguments and conflict in the workplace. Employees would surely try to get more increment for themselves, but that would depends on others' feedback. Those who would get least ranking would feel treated unfairly and would be disappointed. Even if the system is made fair, there would be conflict and enmity among employees. As a result, the whole company would suffer.
So as per findings, solutions say that the new pay for performance plan implemented by joint decision of Sandy and Regina created a lot of discussion and dissatisfaction at the Hartley manufacturing. Firstly, the employees feel that since there is a 360-degree feedback system, each one will involve the others result. So they need to apologize with employees and make the real intention clear and favoring employees' development. Secondly, they need to ensure that there won't be any kind of unfairness regarding the feedbacks. And also, Sandy did a great mistake by ignoring his employees. Sandy should have communicated with employees and know their opinion and suggestion for any improvement they want in their salary plan. So eventually, one employee pay increment depends on all others' input. Employees would surely try to get more increment for themselves, but that would depend on others' pay.